Termination of Operation Citadel. On the evening of the 12th of July, Adolf Hitler, the Führer of the Reich, summoned Kluge and Manstein to his headquarters at Rastenburg in East Prussia. 2 days earlier, the Western Allies had invaded Sicily. The threat of further Allied landings in Italy or along southern France made Hitler believe it was essential to stop the offensive and move forces from Kursk to Italy. Kluge welcomed the news, as he was aware that the Soviets were initiating a massive counter-offensive against his sector, but Manstein was less welcoming. Manstein's forces had just spent a week fighting through a maze of defensive works, and he believed they were on the verge of breaking through to more open terrain, which would allow him to engage and destroy the Soviet armed reserves in a mobile battle. Manstein stated, "On no account should we let go of the enemy until the mobile reserves he has committed are completely beaten." Hitler agreed temporarily to allow the continuation of the offensive in the southern part of the salient, but the following day he ordered Manstein's reserve, 24th Panzer Corps, to move south to support the 1st Panzer Army. The offensive continued in the southern part with the launch of Operation Roland on the 14th of July. After 3 days, on the 17th of July, the 2nd SS Panzer Corps was ordered to end its offensive operations and began to withdraw, marking the end of Operation Roland. One division was transferred to Italy and the other two were sent south to meet new Soviet offensives. The strength of the Soviet reserve formations had been greatly underestimated by the German intelligence, and the Red Army soon went into the offensive. Results: the campaign was a strategic Soviet success. For the first time, a major German offensive had been stopped before achieving a breakthrough. The Germans, despite using more technologically advanced armor than in previous years, were unable to break through the in-depth Soviet defenses and were caught off guard by the significant operational reserves of the Red Army. This result changed the pattern of operations on the Eastern Front, with the Soviet Union gaining the operational initiative. The Soviet victory was costly, with the Red Army losing considerably more men and material than the German army. However, the Soviet Union's larger industrial potential and pool of manpower allowed them to absorb and replenish these losses. With victory, the initiative firmly passed to the Red Army. For the remainder of the war, the Germans were limited to reacting to Soviet advances, and were never able to regain the initiative or launch a major offensive on the Eastern Front. The Western Allied landings in Italy opened up a new front, further diverting German resources and attention. Through the location, plan of the attack, and timing were determined by Hitler. He blamed the defeat on his general staff. Unlike Stalin, who gave his commanding generals the liberty to make important command decisions, Hitler's interference in German military matters progressively increased, while his attention to the political aspects of the war decreased. Casualties and losses. As the battle had ended, Germany had lost nearly 204,000 men, about 1,200 panzers, assault guns, and 681 aircraft. The Soviets had lost 863,000 soldiers, 608,833 had been wounded, 6,064 tanks and assault guns, and around 2,000 aircraft destroyed.